Hello and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Football on the Beagle Sports Network. Tonight, we bring you an AFC South rivalry matchup as the 7-3 Jacksonville Jaguars take on the 6-4 Houston Texans. We are coming to you from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. A happy Thanksgiving weekend to you all as we bring you the second football game we're covering in Week 12, second and final. The last time these two teams met was on September 24th in Week 3. In that game, the Texans defeated the Jaguars 37-17 at TIAA Bank Field. Now, Jacksonville will look for revenge in enemy territory. Trevor Lawrence's side took a win over fellow AFC South members, the Tennessee Titans, last Sunday. A 34-14 score gave Jacksonville their 7th win of the season and kept them on top of the division. The Texans have won 4 of their last 5 games. The only loss in that group came on October 29th to the Carolina Panthers. Will the home team, led by rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud, be able to keep things going in this vein of victory? Stay tuned to find out. Kickoff is just moments away, so let's go down to the field here at NRG Stadium. So Jacksonville won the toss. They elected to defer until the second half. It'll be Houston receiving to get us started. We want to thank you for joining us on this Black Friday, second football game of the week. As I mentioned, in this Week 12 of the NFL, we saw San Francisco and Seattle on Wednesday night, and the 49ers winning with a touchdown from the 1 in literally the last second. 49ers only at the 1 because of the fact that Seattle had a 45-yard pass interference penalty against them. So with no time remaining on the clock, the 49ers got one more play after an incomplete Hail Mary pass, and it was San Francisco coming away with the win in something perhaps even more miraculous than Minneapolis. This will be carried out to the 20s. C.J. Stroud is going to come out now, the starting rookie quarterback for the Texans, and he's really impressed in the NFL. He's got 17 touchdowns so far this season, only 5 interceptions, 2,962 yards. He could lead the NFL in passing yards per game as a rookie. That would be the first rookie to do that since 1939. Davey O'Brien. Would be quite a feat for Stroud as the Texans lose a yard on their first play of the game, but now going for a pass. Away it goes. It's caught. And just like that, up to the 38. Woods with the catch for a gain of 20 yards. And that is why he has impressed so many potential Rookie of the Year candidates, if it is not already secured in these final few weeks of the season. That's going to be a gain of 1 as Pierce gets up to the 39. There you see Trevor Lawrence, the starting quarterback for the Jaguars, on the sidelines, watching intently as the Texans open the game with possession. Sent away, pass is caught for a gain of 4. Collins goes down on the 43. Oluokun with the tackle. Third and 5 on their own 43. There's the snap. Sent away. Oh, deflected. And that's going to be 4th down for Houston. And this is not a situation that you can score a field goal in, nor is it a situation where the risk-benefit analysis of going for it would be, well, for lack of a better term, beneficial. So the Texans will punt it away. And where is it going to end up? It's going to come down at the 1 to bring out Trevor Lawrence, the starting quarterback, and the offensive line of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 25 touchdowns and 8 interceptions last year for Lawrence. This year he has 11 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Against the Texans, the last time he had 279 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. And now this is a precarious position for Jacksonville that they will quickly get themselves out of. Risk of a safety goes way down as Etienne Jr. gets up to the 18. But they were on the 1. When you're in a situation like that, you really want to be careful not to give up the 2. That's the most important thing you've got to think of. An excellent spin move from Etienne Jr. as he passes through Houston's defense. First down on their own 18 now for the Jaguars. And now the time to concentrate on moving up the field is now. It'll be Etienne Jr. again, 33 yards from 2 rushes. Perhaps we're seeing Lawrence's right-hand man for this game, and we'll see a pattern of rushing plays. It's worked twice, but at a certain point, when does it start to get predictable? Now lining up for a pass play, it looks like. Under a minute to go in this first quarter. There's the snap. Lawrence fires it away, and it's caught. And that's going to get him past the 50, all the way up to Houston's 30. Incredible gain there for Jacksonville. Kirk with a 36-yard catch. As we see the replay, boom. Taken down very quickly after he got the ball, but he managed to get up to the 30 before his fall. Under 30 seconds now in the first quarter. This will either be the second to final play of the quarter or the final play. It's going to be a short pass to the side for Etienne Jr., but it's going to be 3 more yards. And Etienne's first catch of the game. 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. Of course, this isn't the fourth quarter, it's the first, so it is odd why I count it down so fervently, but it is what it is, and it's going to be the final whistle of the quarter, scoreless in Houston between the Jaguars and the Texans. Jacksonville on Houston's 27. It is 2nd and 7 for the Jaguars. Looking to open the scoring here on Friday Night Football. There's the snap, handoff to Kirk. It's going to be a loss of 2, so Jacksonville pushed back to the 29 with that first play of the quarter, and they are now on 3rd and 9. You can hear the defense chants, if you can hear over me, that is. You can hear them in the NRG Stadium. Fakes the handoff, pass is caught, and it's 4th and inches. Ingram with the 9-yard catch, and now really the safe bet is to go for 3. You could go for it all, you could go for the touchdown, but if you want a high chance of scoring, you go for the field goal. From the 27, in, good. Through the uprights. McManus sends it, and that'll put Jacksonville in the lead 3-0. Of course, Wednesday night in Seattle, it was 3-3 at halftime between the 49ers and the Seahawks, but the action really picked up in the fourth quarter, especially in the final minute. That may be one of the greatest endings to a football game we have ever seen. Seattle scoring with about 54 seconds to go, I believe it was. They opened the touchdowns. They got their first touchdown for either team in the game. And then San Francisco, thanks to that 45-yard pass interference penalty, winning the game with an incredible 1-yard passing touchdown. It is absolutely unbelievable what we saw in Seattle, and you know, because I'm still talking about it 2 days later. C.J. Stroud back out on the field, meanwhile, for Houston, Houston Texans. Not to be confused with the Dallas Cowboys, who played yesterday, as is their custom on Thanksgiving. And they were able to defeat the Washington Commanders by a score of 45-10. 2nd and 2. Oh, he's dropped the ball, but it's been picked up. But that's still going to be bad for Houston. 3rd and 9 on their own 21. The Texans are Rashawn Jenkins. Well, that is not Jenkins. That was Walker. Jenkins getting a tackle here, however, off the recovery. Houston keeping the ball, but it's now 3rd and 9. And the possession relies on this play. There's the snap. Stroud sends it away. Pass is caught. And up to the 40 goes Collins. 23 total catching yards today for Collins. As we approach the 2-minute warning in this first half. There it is right there. 3-0 Jacksonville over Houston in a sold-out NRG Stadium on Friday Night Football. Of course, the Thanksgiving break. Nobody's working today except for us, of course, as we bring you high-profile NFL action straight from Houston. This will be another first down as the Texans get past the 50. They've moved up into enemy territory, specifically the 41-yard line of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They don't want to waste time, so they'll skip the huddle. And on 1st and 10, they want to move. Pass is caught. And up to the 25. It is Collins once again, the chosen one by C.J. Stroud for the catch. 1st and 10. Just over a minute to go here in this quarter. From the 25. Pass is caught. 1st down once again. Both teams with all 3 timeouts intact. That's something to keep in mind in this situation. Getting close to halftime, but looks like Houston's going to go ahead. Keep the clock running. They have confidence that they can score before the end of the quarter. The end of the half. Stroud sends it away. Pass is caught. Did he get in? No, he didn't. He got to the 1. And a timeout called by Houston for the first time in this game. First timeout for either team. 1st and goal at the 1. And Houston with a chance to take the lead from Jacksonville here. It is rather silent. Oh, he's dropped the ball. Timeout again. It's recovered. It's a 3-yard loss on the fumble. I believe that may be the second fumble. It is the second fumble today for C.J. Stroud. So that's something to keep in mind as you consider Rookie of the Year. But even with the 2 fumbles, it'll still be a touchdown as he finds Collins in the end zone. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. And the celebration beginning here at NRG Stadium. Houston putting themselves into the lead here on Black Friday. 17 seconds to go in this second quarter. We'll see the point after touchdown, which is good. 7-3, Houston over Jacksonville. And this kickoff, rather ceremonial than anything. Merely a formality, especially when you consider the fact that Jacksonville will receive in the 3rd quarter. They won the coin toss. They elected to defer. So they will have some extra time with the ball, but that extra time being 17 seconds. can you do with 17 seconds? Well, with 5 of them, you can get up to 28. And you can bring out Trevor Lawrence in the offensive line. 1st and 10 from the 28. The handoff to Etienne Jr. Timeout called by Jacksonville as he gets the first down. 7 seconds now. And Trevor Lawrence might be feeling a bit ambitious. You do what everyone does at this stage. You throw a Hail Mary because it doesn't really matter. Or at least that's what I would do. It doesn't really matter if you're going to receive in the second half. Sent away, out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 3 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. And here we go once more. The snap, the pass is caught. And at halftime, Houston 7, Jacksonville 3. The Texans have outsnapped Jacksonville in the first half. 15 snaps have seen 2 rush plays with no yards gained or lost, while 13 passing plays have yielded 106 yards and a touchdown. Jacksonville, meanwhile, have snapped the ball 10 times. They've rushed 4 times, gaining 43 rushing yards, many of them coming thanks to Travis Etienne Jr. 6 passing plays have given them 57 yards, but they still trail Houston by 4 points at the half. For today's halftime, we have a bit of a special presentation. Artificial intelligence continues to make waves in the world, making headlines in the news, etc. And we've consulted Bing's image creator for some NFL-related designs if we ever were to consider another rebrand of our football coverage. A lot of them were very blurry, only 2 of them made the cut, and here they are. First up, we have this fiery explosion with a background of a football stadium, which for some reason prominently features a New England Patriots helmet. It would make sense if we were covering a Patriots game or if they were the reigning Super Bowl champions, but neither are true, so this just makes us look unnecessarily partisan. The second logo is a bit more neutral. It features numerous representatives of football team-like organizations, although I'm not sure you could tie down an identity to any one of them, maybe the Dallas Cowboys. The details on the players are very smudged. Still, the NFL logo is pretty accurate, incredibly accurate for an artificial intelligence, and it does say Friday Football at the bottom. So that's a bit of a special presentation for you in this halftime show. The second half between Jacksonville and Houston is just about to get underway, so let's go back to the field. And it is probably worth mentioning that we were in no way compensated by Bing for that segment, nor are we trying to be. It was just a bit of a fun project. There's not going to be a Microsoft ad at the end of this or anything like that. Just something to make the halftime show a bit more interesting and something other than a monotonous reading of statistics from half number 1. We're about to get started in the third quarter. Jacksonville to receive, Houston to kick. Just waiting as the teams go over their strategies, as they have had an opportunity to do in the locker room as well. And away we go from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 in 2017. We bring you the second half between Houston and Jacksonville. It's going to be the 19-yard line, the starting point for Trevor Lawrence and the offensive line as they re-enter the field here in Houston. Travis Etienne Jr., 3 rushes today with 45 yards. He has had quite an incredible performance. 1st and 10 on the 19. Etienne Jr., one to keep an eye on. Right now it's going to be a pass, and it's quite a pass. It'll get Jacksonville all the way up to the 42 as Kirk makes the catch. 79 passing yards this afternoon for Jacksonville. And that number will, of course, continue to grow as they keep this possession going. That is, unless there's an interception or some other reversal of fate. Hand off to Etienne Jr. Can he break through? He can only do so for 5 yards. He has been incredible today. That's his 4th rush of the day and his 50th rushing yard. Number 1 for Jacksonville. He really has been a key asset for the visiting team in this game. 2nd and 5 at the 47 for Jacksonville. And the pass will be caught just barely behind the line. Strange with his first catch of the day. Gain of 5 for Jacksonville, making it 3rd and inches. They're past the 50. They're on Houston's 48. And it looks like Lawrence wants to take a bit of a gamble. A running play would be a certainty, but they have still secured the first down from here. But sometimes in situations like that, you want to play it safe. You don't want to be a showman. You don't want to be flamboyant when all you need to do is just get a little bit of yardage. Well, not even yardage, because it's not a yard. It's inches. That's going to be a gain of 5 yards from that catch by Ridley. As the clock continues to tick down in this 3rd quarter, we thank you once again for joining us. We hope you had a happy Thanksgiving yesterday, and we hope you're enjoying the rest of your weekend. Etienne Jr. will break away, and that is going to put Jacksonville on the 23. 63 rushing yards for the Jaguars. It has been an incredible day for Etienne Jr. Just absolutely incredible. Just over a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. Lawrence looks a bit boxed in. He has to throw it to the sidelines, out of bounds, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Still on the 23, under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. There's the snap, the pass, and the catch is made. Got to the 19 before going down. It is Jones with the catch. 3rd and 6 for Jacksonville. They are within field goal range, but that will not win them the game. They need a touchdown if they want to beat Houston. Get revenge for that 37-17 defeat at home in September. Lawrence jumps a bit with the snap. He hands it off to Etienne Jr., but Etienne Jr. cannot break through for the first down. He only gets up to the 16. And now we wait to see what they do as the 3rd quarter comes to its end. 7-3 Houston. So it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 3. Could probably have another possession, but with that being said, you don't want to give Houston another chance to score a touchdown. Lawrence goes down, but he gets the first down. Moving up to the 15. Oh, I thought that looked a bit weird. I looked at the scoreboard, and I apologize for the bad call. But I didn't think he got past the line. I thought that was some sort of glitch. Turns out that it is first down, but it's first down for the Texans. I apologize for my fraudulent call. And it is indeed Houston with possession now, as Stroud sends it away. What a pass it is! Receiver is Schultz. He's going to step out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Big pass there for Houston. Another touchdown would certainly secure the game for them. This isn't a situation like we had in Seattle, where it was 3-3 going into halftime, and if I'm not mistaken, it might have been that way going into the fourth quarter as well. Though it may have been 6-3 for San Francisco by then. I don't remember the details, the precise details of every game I cover, but the big moments like the last second touchdown will certainly be recalled. 2nd and 10 on the 39 for Houston. There's the snap, the pass, the catch, spinning through for a first down is Brown. His first catch of the day. Oluokun gets his 3rd tackle as the clock continues to run in quarter number 4. Houston hoping to run it down. That would be all they need to take victory over Jacksonville and make it 2-2 in 2023 against the Jaguars, their AFC South rivals. Gain of 3 on that play. Moving to enemy territory. Jacksonville's 48 to be precise. It's 2nd and 7 for Houston. There's the snap, a handoff, and a gain of 6. Pierce with his 5th rush of the day. He's got a total of 9 rushing yards. So if you want to compare and contrast, well, he pales in comparison to what we've seen from Etienne Jr. today on Jacksonville's side. 3rd and 1 for Houston. Hoping to pick up the first down here. And if not, possibly a field goal. They will be denied. It's 4th and inches as the 2-minute warning kicks in. 7-3 Houston. 2 minutes to go. So here we go. 4th and inches for Houston on the 41. Question is, do you go for it or do you go for the field goal? You go for the punt. It is not close enough for a field goal, apparently, and oh, they faked it! They faked it! Would you believe this? That was incredible! Houston pick up the first down! Houston pick up the first down! Timeout called by the Jaguars. Incredible act of deception there by the Texans. That was unbelievable. And C.J. Stroud is back out. Absolutely amazing strategy, if I do say so myself. Incredible. Impressive. Holy cow. That was... I think that was the last thing anyone was expecting. It certainly was the last thing I was expecting. But it's paid off. It has definitely paid off for Houston, as they keep the ball. They're on 2nd and 8 now, but if they weren't in range for a field goal before, they certainly are now. And that would either close the game, secure the victory, or bring up the possibility of overtime. Flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Holding penalty on the Texans. Andrew Beck will push them back 10 yards. 2nd and 16 on the 30. There's the snap, the handoff, and the final timeout of the half being called by Jacksonville. Texans have no need for timeouts. That is until Jacksonville gets the ball, so this may go rather quickly for a while. That's the one thing that always drags out the end of a football game, is the timeouts. And some find it annoying. Oh! Pierce taken down. And a bit reminiscent of a pro wrestling match. Let's see if we can get a close replay on that. Boom! Anyone familiar with Dwayne Johnson will recognize that in his wrestling days, not his acting days. Will recognize that as his finisher, the rock bottom. I certainly will. 33-yard field goal attempt for Houston. It is going to be good. It's 10-3 for the Texans. And a roar going up from the NRG Stadium crowd, as that may have secured the game here in the fourth quarter. If victory wasn't already theirs, then one of two things are going to happen. One, we're going to see another epic finish like Wednesday night, because there is 1 minute to play in this game. Exactly 1 minute. Two, the Texans defense are able to keep Lawrence Jacksonville back and secure the victory here on Black Friday. What's going to happen? Stay tuned to find out as this fourth quarter comes to its end. Returner, I should say, takes it out to the 25 to bring out Trevor Lawrence for what will most likely be the final time in this game, unless we go to overtime, which is certainly a possibility. What a throw! But it is all for naught, as it's incomplete. And that'll push Jacksonville to second down. 52 seconds to go here in this game, in this quarter. In this quarter, at least. Could be the game. Could not be. It's a one-touchdown lead for Houston. This is going to be caught, and it's going to give Jacksonville the first down. The problem is they've already used all their timeouts, so there's really nothing they can do in terms of the clock except to throw the ball out of bounds. They will conserve time with a no-huddle strategy. Lawrence will fire it away once again, find his man, and move up to Houston's 34. But could that be the end of the game? Just over. Well, now it is 10 seconds to go. And I think that is all. Is there time to get one more play? Yes, there is. It comes down to this play. Pass is too short. Houston wins the game. The final score, Texans 10, Jaguars 3. From NRG Stadium, a happy Thanksgiving weekend to you all. Goodbye and good night.